We're here to talk about fake tanning when you have eczema, when you have dry and sensitive skin and problematic skin. Today I will be doing my tanning routine with Coco and Eve. So hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a tanning routine with Coco and Eve Tan, and I'm going to be talking about my tips and how I manage to tan with skin conditions. If you are new to my channel, you probably won't know that I have very dry skin, very sensitive skin, very problematic skin. Places that I have eczema are under my arms, on my chest, essentially my belly, behind my knees, and in my, what do you call these? Elbow pits. So it's kind of like all the high friction areas is where I tend to get eczema. So it's the friction of my clothing. So I tend to wear loose clothing at the moment, and I'm trying literally everything to assist with like relieving the irritation of my skin, but also preventing irritating my skin. But I don't want to give up on things that make me who I am. And something I enjoy doing for my own personal confidence is fake tanning. I have kindly been gifted 4 different products from Coco and Eve. I got the brush, and this has come in so much handy. I've never owned a brush for tanning before. Sunny Honey Coco Eve Barley Bronzing Foam in Ultra Dark. So that is usually, I'd like to be as dark as possible. It smells really nice. I got an exfoliating mitt, and then we've got a tanning mitt. So these ones are the best tanning mitts that you could possibly get. It has a wristband so it doesn't move all over your hand, and also a thumb. So this helps you get into like the little, you know. Coco and Eve do have a face tanning drop, I believe, which you put in moisturiser. I'm yet to check that out. I would really like to at some point. So I am not going to tan my face, it's just too sensitive. So we're going to go up to the neck. Anyway, I'm going to jump into a bikini so that I can show you the kind of before. Okay, so I am now in my bikini. As you can see, I'm like decently pale. This is my natural skin. Let's go ahead and put some tan on. Alright, so you might be wondering why I'm not showering, and that is like tip number 1 for tanning with dry skin specifically, or with eczema, is after a shower is when I actually get a lot of my problems. So I get heat hives, contact hives from where the drops drop on me, and I get very dry skin if I don't moisturize. So the thing that I've learned, which is kind of my first big tip, is that I do my normal shower routine. I showered a few hours ago, I moisturized. So what I did was I put on this cream here for my eczema. This is not like a prescription one. This is kind of literally the best that I can do until I get a prescription one. I then put on the eczema ointment. I put this all over my eczema and problematic, like really dry areas, and then I go in with intensive moisture lotion. Now I used to get out of the shower and instantly put my tan on like you would see in a lot of other videos on YouTube, but I, as I said, have done this whole skincare routine. I've already put it on, so I'm just letting you guys know that you can skip to this number here in the timeline if you would like to not see how I tan my eczema. Alright guys, so I can't even see myself in this, but I am going to be filming like this because I don't want to tan. I'm embarrassed, it's fine, whatever. I don't want to tan on my carpet, and there's no light in any of my bathrooms. So first step is to put my hair up. First thing I'm going to do is just put a little bit of my eczema ointment on my problematic areas. A little bit harder with my bikini on, but we're just going to do it. As you can see, I've actually got some hives already showing up. I'm not sure if you can, I don't think it really comes up on camera, which is good. Anyway, so I've just put that on most of my problematic areas. I find that it doesn't mean that it doesn't tan properly. So we'll let that sink in, and I will be back after that's dried a little bit. Okay, so step number 2 is to use this brush and use the tan and use my moisturizer at the same time. So instead of using this as like a face brush, I literally do it to mix tan and moisturizer. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so since we're using this, I'm going to put a little bit on here like that. Use a little bit of this. So this is what we have left, and that's what I'm going to rub in to my eczema area here and underneath here. So still like is going to irritate it a little bit, but that's the reality of having really sensitive skin. So what this means is it's not going to be very dry tan in these areas, and you can go ahead and do this on your elbows as well. So I'm going to do this process on every eczema place on my body now. Okay, so the next process is just your standard tan. I'm going to shake it and put that much and start from my legs up. So the way that I do tan is literally just to go across, to go right up until my neckline, until my jawline. And don't forget to tan behind your ears. I will also use this brush to tan behind my ears, like here, because nothing looks worse than when you've got tan going down here. And then I tend to avoid my eczema prone areas and just move in circular motions, obviously. Anyway, let's put this all on. So if this is my eczema, I'll kind of go around it. I'm going to do the rest of this without my bikini on, and I will come back to you for the last steps. I have put a tan on my whole body aside from my back, my hands, and my feet. This is kind of what it looks like as it's setting. I'm sorry in advance, but this is how we're looking. It's so much better than when I used to tan like on a weekly basis, and it would just crust and go disgusting. If you have eczema, you know. The next tip that I'm going to share with you is something I learned on TikTok. It is how to tan your back. So we are going to put this on like this, like this. We're going to use it like that, tan here. And it's going to be even harder with having a bikini on. But we're pretty much going, you can probably see on my back where I've missed. Alright guys, so I'm all done. This is obviously what it is looking like at the moment. Now, my next tip is that I don't leave it on for a long time unless I'm sleeping, but I've often found before I was using Coco and Eve, if I used to tan overnight, I would wake up itchy because my skin is drying out, but that was also before I would put moisturiser on first, if that makes sense. So now what I am going to do is leave this on for about 3 to 4 hours, which is how often I tan my body on a regular basis when I'm not tanning. Let's quickly go grab some tanning clothes because I like to put loose clothes on. Alright guys, so this is my outfit for the next 4 hours. I'll see you then. So I have left this on for about like 4 hours, I'd say, and I'm going to wash it off now. So I'll show you what it looks like when I get out of the shower. Hello guys, here is the after result of using the Coco and Eve tan. I will show you my eczema in a second and how it kind of works with that. I do just want to admit that while I'm wearing the same bikini, I have actually had to record this a week later because my hard drive ended up corrupt and I lost some of the footage of like the after result of my tan. So I did the exact same process earlier today, like exactly the same, so that you could see a proper result. But I will let you know, I think that my eczema is getting a little bit worse, not from the tan, but just because things flare up and go down with like stress and stuff like that. So I still think that if you are someone who has eczema or like really dry spots and you fake tan, you'll know that the difference you're about to see is like incredible versus what it looks like when you don't use some of the tips that I used today. If I didn't use the tips that I have done just before in this video, they end up brown and black. Like it is the darkest part of my body. It looks like a very bad bruise. So this is what it looks like here. It's still like, you know, hello, and this is the final result of my tan. I really love Coco and Eve. It is actually the tan that has irritated my skin the least. That's why I wanted to try it in the first place, because I knew that it was sort of using more natural products, and I am really on like a hunt to find a tan that doesn't irritate my skin. Coco and Eve does really well. I'm just as normally itchy as I regularly am, and it doesn't irritate my skin, which is incredible and rare. So this is obviously what it looks like, and oh my god, that I'm just gonna leave it at that. I love the tan. They are some of my tips. Sometimes you've got to listen to your body. Tan, don't tan, do whatever your body is telling you to do, but also try to live your life at the same time. So I love fake tanning. I do it weekly because it helps with my confidence, and if you are trying to find a tan that isn't going to irritate your skin, Coco and Eve is definitely a recommendation of mine. So this is like an up close final result. It is just really nice, natural, not orange. It doesn't smell bad. I think it kind of gives you a really nice like sunny glow to it. So I think it's a good in between. Anyway guys, I'll see you in the next video. We've got lots of exciting things coming. I'm just really itchy. We've got lots of exciting things coming. I've got like an exciting little project and series that we have coming up. So that's in the works, and I can't wait to kind of announce what it is to you guys. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.